Hello, welcome everyone. Let us guess today our lesson is. By the way, we took this lesson before. But before we start our entire lesson, let us read these sentences. My car was stolen. The car was badly damaged in the accident. The roads were fixed quickly. Finally, the house was built in 1896. Who can guess the lesson? It's the passive voice. Yes. Why should we use the passive voice for? Why? We use the passive voice to express and show the action rather than who does it. It's not important for me to know who does the action. Maybe to avoid a responsibility. Maybe we don't know who. We don't know who does the action, like this example. The ring was stolen from the safe. It's not mentioned who stole it, but actually it was stolen. Also, we use the passive voice when it's obvious who does the action, like this example. Many people were helped out of the burning building by the firemen. So we mentioned here the one who did the action, the firemen. They helped the people to get out from the burning building. Okay, so it's mentioned here in this example. Okay, to know how to change from active to passive sentence, we must follow these steps to change into passive. I'm going to give you an example, and we are going to follow all these steps from that example. The children ate the cake. Come and see where the object is the cake. And where is the verb? The verb ate. And children, the subject. Okay. The first step is to identify the subject, the verb, then the object. This is the first step. The second step is to move the object to become the new subject of the sentence, like the cake. Step 3. What is the verb tense in the active sentence? It's ate. Step 4. Conjugate the verb be. Actually was, because it's in the past form, and may it will be later on were, according to the object. So step 5, add the past participle of the main verb after the verb to be according to the tense. Step 6, add the subject of the active sentence and use by if it is mentioned in the sentence. So the sentence will be like this: the cake was eaten by the children. Was because cake, singular, okay, and eaten is the past participle of ate. Okay, so in the passive voice we use the past participle form, and be, we mention the main verb after the verb to be. Passive voice form. The form of the passive voice of a verb, we add verb to be, as I said to you, in the appropriate tense, and then the past participle of the verb. More explanation or elaboration. To change from active into passive, exchange subject and object, then add by if we want to say who or what the agent does the action. Introducing the verb to be in the appropriate tense. Put the main verb in the past participle form. These are the steps. Like this example. Millions of people use the internet every day. So actually the sentence in the present form, the active one, I want to change it to passive. So where is the object? Is the internet. Great. Internet is used. Actually we add verb to be and we use is. We add the past participle form of use. So the internet is used by millions of people. Millions of people, the doer who did the action. Okay, so we change it to passive one. Okay, we have the present and the past simple form, the perfect form, and continuous form, then be, going to, and will. We're going to start with first the present and the past simple. We use the present simple am or is or are plus the past participle form. We are using am, is, are plus the PP. Like this example, the driver takes my son to school every day. My son is taken to school every day by the driver. The driver, the one who did the action. My son is the object. And actually, one is, we are going to add was. Takes, the verb takes in the present simple, we're going to change it to the past participle form. Taken. Then we're going to complete the sentence. The same way in the past simple form. We use past simple, was or were, plus the past participle. Shakespeare wrote this play. So this play is the object. Was written by Shakespeare. Was because it's one play, and written the past participle form. The past and the present continuous the same way, but we're going to add being after verb to be. After am or is or are, or after was and were. You must add being plus past participle when you change from the active one to the passive sentence. Sue and Peter are decorating those rooms. Those rooms are, plural, being decorated past participle by Sue and Peter. In the past continuous, we are going to use the same by using was and were. The baker was baking the bread. The bread was being baked by the baker. The same way. As we said, we add verb to be, was, were, am, is, and are, plus being, plus the past participle form. So we're going to change the verb from the continuous form to the past continuous form. Like decorating, change to decorated, and baking to baked. Next, the present perfect and the past perfect, the same way. In the present perfect simple, we add has or have, as we know, plus been plus PP. So when we are going to change back to passive voice, we are going to do the same. The scientists have carried out an experiment in the laboratory. Active sentence. I want to change it to passive one. So an experiment is the object, has, because it's singular, been or been, both are correct. Carried out, the same past participle form. Then we're going to add the one who did the action by the scientists. The same way in the past perfect. Also, we're going to add had with he and she and it, we and they and you and I, we add had because it's a past perfect. Had plus been plus been plus PP. She had made a phone call. This is an active sentence. I want to change it to passive one. A phone call had been made by her. The future simple and be going to. Be going to, am or is or are going to. And future simple, actually we use will. In the passive form, we use will plus be plus the past participle. I will wash the dish. This is an active sentence. I want to change it to the passive one. So the dish is the object, will be washed. I change to past participle, then I add be before the past participle and will actually. So will plus be plus the past participle. The dish will be washed by me. The children will do the task. So the task will be done by the children. The last slide, be going to. In the passive voice, we form be going to if it is am or is or are going to, plus we add be plus the PP. Rania is going to make a project. It's an active sentence. I want to change it to the passive one. A project is going to be made by Rania. So the one who did the action is mentioned here. Mom is going to write a letter. A letter is going to be written by mom. So the same way, you add going to if it is am or is or are according to the object. Then we add be plus the past participle form. And at the end of the sentence, you can add the one who did the action, the agent or the doer. And this is our lesson for today. It's the passive voice. I hope you have enjoyed. Stay safe and have a nice day. Bye-bye.